Hi, I wanted to talk about my piercings because I have just realized I haven't talked about them yet. And I got them over a year ago, so they're pretty much healed. And I haven't seen people with this piercing for as long as I did um, talk about it. And since healing only actually happens like after a year or two, I wanted to talk about it and my experience with this 1 year long piercing. 1 year old piercing, I might say. So, um, when I got this piercing, I searched for a good piercer, and the one that um, I went with was a guy with a bunch of certificates. Him and his wife are both certified and they're really good. I have researched their other works on Instagram and they do pretty much really good piercings. And they do a bunch of different piercings, mind you, because uh, when I was searching for piercers, I couldn't find someone who has done this piercing before. And lip piercings are a little bit complicated because there's a lot of nerve endings and muscles around your lips, so you gotta be really careful and have experience. So I've seen that he did this piercing before, so I went with him, and it was really good. It was really good service. Um, he has all the right equipment. He has sanitizing products, everything certified. So he really is a professional. Mine are titanium and they are anodized. They're purple and pink, and it's actually my first titanium piercing because the ones I got before were stainless steel, surgical steel, and it was not like I did not get mm, other piercings with him before. I got from other people. And let's just say they were not so professional. Their pieces were not high quality. So I got an allergy from them because I got a nickel allergy I didn't know about. And so their piercings were not high quality. I got an allergy, so I had to take them out, which was a bridge and a navel. I've also got a septum before, but I had to get it out for a job and it closed. So, no piercings anymore. This is the only one I got now. And pain wise, it was like 3.8. It stings more than it hurts. It didn't hurt a lot, but it stung like crazy. So the first one scared me a little bit, but the second one went just fine. Um, in the beginning, it didn't swell so much in the first day, but in the fifth day, I guess, or the fourth day, it started to swell a lot. And the bar was already long, but my face swells like crazy, so we had to oversize the bar again. So the swelling got went away. So the swelling went away after some time when we oversized the bar. And after that, I had no problems. After some times, the bars were so long because the swelling was crazy that it looked like alien antennas, and I got made fun of because of that. Not really cool, but fuck it. And after that, I got no issues at all. Like, it healed so fast and so well that I was actually really surprised because, you know, this piercing, I got an allergy, so it never healed, but it's a place with no movement at all other than, you know, but your lips, they move all the time. You gotta move your lips the whole day. If even if you like don't talk at all, you still gotta eat. So I was really worried about the healing because people, I've seen other people recount that they took a long while to heal because of friction, you know what? But mine just healed right away. Um, it just felt sensitive for a long time. Like for months, it was just sensitive. Like just brand new scar tissue. It's healed, but it's sensitive, so it's not 100% healed. But now I feel like it's 100% healed because I barely feel it. Even when I press it, like it doesn't hurt. I can smack my lips when I apply, gloss. It doesn't hurt, but I don't do that often because, I feel like it might not be good for your piercing to just keep rubbing on it. So whenever I apply products, I go like this to spread them because I really don't want to rub them against my lips really hard. Now, for the issues, there are some issues. There are some, not issues, I would say, but some things that will change in your daily life. Relationship wise, I'm gonna go into a little bit of detail right now, so if you think it's just too much information, do not watch this part. But kissing, eh, in the beginning, it kind of hurts, and you should not kiss in the first months. But after some time, you kind of can kiss, but it hurts a little bit because it's sensitive. But right now, it doesn't bother me at all, and I barely feel it. It's kind of like, it feels like I've always had this piercing in my lips, so it really doesn't bother at all anymore. My boyfriend says it doesn't bother him or hurt him either, but my spikes are clearly small. I got the biggest one I could get that day because he didn't have longer pieces other than a super long one, which wasn't good for healing. I wouldn't get a bigger piece, I think. Maybe a little bit bigger, but not so much. But this size doesn't bother him when we kiss, but in the beginning might be a little strange because you're stabbing each other, you're stabbing the other person. Look, as you can see, mine are short and not so pointy, so it doesn't bother him so much. But if you get a really spiky one, like a really sharp one, you might actually hurt your partner, so be careful with that. If you get a bigger one, I think it will probably be uncomfortable to kiss, not just for the other person, but for you too, because it's pushing back, so it will kind of rub. It doesn't bother me. Now, if you are a person that also gets some other action going, it does bother. It does bother, I think for both genders, if you have a girlfriend or girlfriend, a girlfriend. Why am I saying like a frog, a girlfriend or a boyfriend? I think it would be kind of difficult anyways. Because especially if you have a boyfriend, because I will try not to detail it so much, but if you go like this, it starts to bother you after some time. And you gotta be really careful around some more sensitive areas because this will scratch a little, and you know, you gotta be really careful. For eating actual food, um, it's different. Um, Recently, I've been trying to find some way to eat normally because whenever I eat, I got used to doing this with the fork or the spoon, and obviously um, this will hurt my teeth over time. So I'm trying to eat with my lips, but for a fork, it doesn't bother me so much because a fork can fit in between these spikes, but spoons cannot. So whenever I use a spoon, the spoon will drag into and push them. So not really comfortable. I only eat with forks anyways, but it's not so nice to eat soups or stuff like that. I found a way to eat with a spoon, but it will get the piercings way dirtier than normal. That is to, instead of close my lips around the spoon, I will close in the middle of the spoon. So it will just go like normal. It will get food around the piercing, so I have to clean it afterwards, but sacrifices, I guess. Drinking in a cup is just normal. Drinking with a straw is just normal. Now, drinking in a can, it's a hazard because the spikes can get caught in the can tab and the can rim. So I just go like, I don't know if you do that already, but you probably have to start doing that if you get this piercing because it can get stuck in the can and you can, tug on them and that will hurt. And that can damage your piercings or your skin over time. So you gotta be really careful. Now, for makeup, it doesn't make much of a difference, just you cannot just rub your lips together anymore, but after some time you can, but I don't like to do it because I think it will be bad for my lips over time. Sometimes when you apply a lipstick, like a more thick lipstick, it will be a line here, and the lipstick may not apply so well around that line because it's the volume of the piercing of the burr, you know? So you just gotta be thorough when you apply it, but not really a big issue. And I think that's it. When something fun now, when you are eating a ice cream cone and you are, biting into the cone and you know, it will leave a line, two lines on the ice cream from your spikes, and that's kind of cute. Um, Now, something gross is that I started to get the habit of licking my piercings all the time because if I don't do that after I drink something or anything, there will be, a little bit of soda in there and I don't like it. So I just go like a sea whale, sea whale, a sea elephant. And that's gross, I know that, but it's my piercing boogers. Whatever. That's so fucking disgusting. It's not a booger, okay? It's not a booger. It's dead skin, like the one you bite off of your cheeks. So it's not so different. It just comes from the outside, which is a little bit dirtier. It is a little bit gross, but anyways, I think that's it. After a year, if you get it to heal, it's just normal. You will change some habits, but not so much. It's not like a big difference in your life. You have to get out of your way to do something different. No, you gotta just, if your spikes are too spiky, you just gotta kiss a little bit softer. You gotta be more careful when you are doing something else, but other than that, not much different. If you are sensitive to those small changes, this piercing might not be for you. But if you're okay with that, and you're okay with your partner being okay with it, because I mean, if your partner doesn't want to get stabbed when they kiss you, that's okay. But if you really want this piercing, that should not stop you. Just saying. Just saying. And that's it. Um, so yeah, I hope this helps. If someone ends up seeing this, where's my cat? I I don't know. But anyways, I hope this helps.